What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm back here at Kia of Port Charlotte, Florida, checking out this brand new 2025 Kia Carnival. This is a hybrid SX trim level, and today I'm going to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle, starting with the exterior design changes. We're going to check out the powertrain, walk around and see the capacities of this vehicle, play with some amazing technology, and of course I'm going to take you on a test drive at the end of this video. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit that like and subscribe button. And now let's get back to this. For 2025 model year, Kia refreshed the look of the Carnival. They also added this, which is the hybrid model. This is the first ever Carnival hybrid, and today we're going to talk about it. I think it creates a very interesting value proposition for those of you who like to take long road trips and don't like to pay a lot at the gas pump. We're definitely going to touch on that. But first, let's start with the design. And while the overall look of this vehicle hasn't changed much, it now features a brand new front end, and that includes those lights. Now you can see the whole brand new light signature as far as the daytime running lamps. Now we have the vertical lights featuring 3 independent LED reflector lights on it, and then scrolling down here we have a set of fog lamps. Bottom of this particular one is finished with matte black with an addition of polished aluminum chrome, and then we have this big grille which features some chrome, some polished aluminum trim, and a front view camera. Kia logo sits on top of the hood, and of course let's pop this open and let's see what powers up this thing. Underneath the hood of this Carnival Hybrid, we'll find a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine assisted by a 74 horsepower electric motor. Total horsepower output is 271 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. The power goes to front wheels. The biggest difference is definitely going to be at the pump, because this one has a combined gas mileage of about 33. That's a lot better. That's about 12 miles per gallon more than the non-hybrid version. So you'll be the judge. We're going to talk about a little bit about the price difference. What else is going on underneath this hood? We have the hood struts, some sound insulation. Really excited to take this vehicle for a spin at the end of this video. As we go around the corner, let's take a look at the side profile of this Carnival. That is basically identical to the non-hybrid one. Let's talk about the size of it. 203 inches in length. 89.2 is the width of this vehicle. The ground clearance is at 6.9 inches and the wheelbase 121.7. The vehicle weighs 4,800 pounds and the gas mileage, as I mentioned, 33 is the combined one. Let's take a look and see what we have as far as the wheel and tire setup on this SX trim. I actually like the wheels. They're kind of this satin gray color. 235 by 55, 19-inch rim. That's the tire size. We have the Continental cross-contact tires. That's the choice of Kia. At the bottom, we have the matte black cladding with some chrome, and then as far as the mirrors, the mirror caps are in the same color as the rest of the vehicle, which by the way is flare red. We have the side view camera, turn signals that are built inside of the mirrors. We have the smart entry system on all 4 doors. You can also unlock or open this door by pressing the button as long as the key is somewhere on you. As you can see, the window surroundings is in black with the exception of this so typical to the Carnival trim right here in the end. You have this diamond tri-dimensional trim at the very back, and we have the roof rails up on top. So let's take a look in the back, because that has changed from 2024 model as well. It now features a different style light, kind of the vertical lights. They're all LEDs and they're connected by this trim. Now they glow up to here. I hope you can see that. We have the big Kia logo in the middle, have on one side, that's hybrid electric vehicle Carnival on the other side. As far as towing, we have about 1,000 less towing capacity at 2,500 pounds. Up on top, we have that third brake light, and you can open this gate from the remote, which, by the way, this is the new Kia remote. You have the lock, unlock, hold to open the gate, which we're going to check out right now. And then you can slide the doors open and start the vehicle remotely. On the inside, that features one of the largest in its class, 40.2 cubic feet as far as the cargo space. That's largely due to the fact that it has this big tub that you can use as cargo behind the third row seats. Of course, that's where the third row seat goes if you fold them down. They're 60-40 split, and you can do that really easily. See, I'm doing this with one hand. Flat folding. Now we have this seat belt that's blocking it right now, but folding flat, if you remove the middle row seats, the cargo capacity goes up to 175 cubic feet. So you can basically move a small apartment with that. What else is going on? On the right hand side, you have the regular household outlet. This is 115 volt and 100 watts. And then we also have 12 volt, 180 watts outlet, the regular 12 volt outlet. We also have a bunch of cubby space that you can put stuff inside. And for the third row passenger, you have USB Type-C, 2 cup holders, and you have your own sunshade for the third row passengers as well. I'm going to jump inside and see how much room I'll have. So how do we access the third row seat? Well, first we have to get this door open. I'm going to press this button right here on the remote. The door slides open. This is a power door, and then all we have to do is basically move this seat out of the way, and this is how much room it creates for me to get in the third row seat. Once on the inside, I'm 5'11". I have plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder room. I even have my own lights and vents. I should probably turn the AC on because it's really hot in here. Let's see how much legroom I have. Here it is, guys. This is with the seat all the way back, which I can easily move about an inch or so to get me more room. But I just want to present to you that I have enough room without touching the legs to the back seat. Now, if I really want to go all out and have a little kid sitting in front of me, I can really have a ton of room, just like a economy plus, not a first class seat at the airplane, but plenty of room. But look how much back this seat is in comparing to the middle one. Here's another cool thing. The middle seat, of course, can be made into a console, and then you can really relax and move your feet like this. You also have 2 cup holders and a space to put whatever you want, even a laptop or a Game Boy or something like this. Let's see how much room I have in the middle row seats. And here's one of the nicest feature of the minivan is that you can get in really easy, in and out. By the way, if the camera is shaking, that's because we have some strong winds. We have Hurricane Helene passed through this area, just basically touched us last night. It's still windy, but I just wanted to bring it on the channel as quickly as I can. So I apologize for that. But as far as the roominess, look at this, guys. I have, I don't know, this is 4 inches probably in front of my feet. Plenty of headroom. I have my own vents. I have my own sunroof. It's really nice and comfortable. Let me show you the rest of this interior in the back here. And this particular one is an 8-passenger configuration. So we have 3 passengers in the middle, 3 in the back, and 2 in the front. This, of course, right now is folded down, creating this console. The seats are covered in the Syntax material, which is basically a Kia man-made leather. And as far as the rest of the interior, here's on the seats. This is a pretty cool feature that you find on many Kias. You can move this seat without actually going to the front. So if you need a little bit more of a leg room, hey mom, I need more leg room, you can just push a little bit forward and be done with that. Here's the interior of it. We have some greenish color on the interior. Not sure if this is my cup of tea, but that's what Kia is using in some of the other vehicles as well. And we have this kind of a simulated 3D printed wood trim, and we have, of course, the window and lock controls. This button right here opens up the side doors, so you can do that. You can also pull on the door handle, it'll do the same thing. Hard surfaces, easier to clean in case the kids are kicking it. We have some seat back storage, USB Type-C port, and a little hook if you want to put your grocery bag on it. Now in the console itself, we have the cup holder, power outlet, 12 volt power outlet, And we have additional storage right here at the bottom. Not sure if you can see it. Now, if you're looking for the vents, they're actually up on top. So you have the vents. You also have your controls for the rear climate control. And then here's your rear sunroof, because yes, this vehicle is equipped with two sunroofs, one in the front and one in the back. And this is not just a moonroof where you can't really open it. You can open this up. You have the camera to see what's going on with the back passengers. You can display it in the front screen. So lots of technology. But the coolest part that I think is making it different from the competition, most of the minivans have like the 60-40 split in the middle here. So both of these seats would move together. Now this has a seat that moves completely on its own railing system, and you can basically move it. So if you have a baby in the back seat and you want them to be closer to you, you want to feed them or something, you know, you can definitely move this closer and have an easier time doing so. So different seat configuration. You can of course take them all out. They're probably about 40-45 pounds, so not the lightest one. That's what's going on in the back. Let's take a look in the front. And before we get inside, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. Boom, we do it from the outside and the inside later on. Let's take a look what's going on. So see, this is the trim that was in the back, to kind of a 3D printed, two memory seat settings, window mirror, lock controls, more storage down here at the bottom. This is all soft, nice and comfortable. And of course, both seats, driver and passenger, have the power adjustments. We have the four-way lumbar for the driver's seat as well, and the passenger too. Now tow mode, we have the traction control, and then you have the dimmer. As I said, 2,500 pounds is the towing capacity, but you do need to purchase the separate wiring system and the tow package. So does not come standard with this vehicle. Let me jump inside. I'll show you the rest of this interior. All ready? Boom. Pretty nice and solid. And as far as the interior, we have lots of technology in here. Let's start on the right hand side, the vent. Now this is soft material. Now we have this trim matching the doors going through the entire width of the vehicle. And moving on, we have two big screens, 12.3-inch screen for your infotainment system. We also have the digital instrument cluster with my favorite feature. You turn the turn signal, and then you have the blind spot assist on both sides. I mean, this is a great and safety feature. No head-up display. You have to go up to the SX Prestige model in order to get that. And as far as the steering wheel, big Kia logo in the middle. We have the mode button and star, both of which are customizable in here. Volume control, voice control, phone button. On the other side, we have what controls an area in the instrument cluster: cruise control, adaptive cruise control, and lane keep assist. We also have seat and track and volume. Now in the back, we have the pedal shifters on the left hand side. These are your lights and turn signals. On the right hand side, we have the windshield wiper. So let's see what can be controlled right in the middle here. This is this section right here. So right now you can see the compass, hold OK settings, current trip, and you know, as far as the current trip, we have other choices here: since refueling, since last reset, engine temperature, tire pressure. But we can also change how this is displayed. We get in settings here and show that to you. And here it is. I believe I like this one better. Right now, see what's going on. The combustion engine is charging up in the battery, so you don't ever have to plug this vehicle in. But here's the rest of the setup. Left hand side, you have the speedometer. Right hand side, the hybrid system. See where that system is doing, what's it doing: eco charger power. We have 210 miles range, 87 degrees outside, and we're in park right now. Let's move on to the infotainment system. We've seen this system so many times, but I want to show it to you anyways really quickly. We have the built-in navigation, really nice, bright, in case you wanted to have the Android Auto, it has it. As far as the radio sources, AM, FM, and Sirius XM. And we're going to the hybrid settings, which we don't have on the regular Carnival, of course, and that basically displays the same thing as we've seen in the middle there. Now we have at 10.3 miles per gallon since refueling. The vehicle has got 22 miles on. It's been probably sitting in an idling when they were prepping it for sale. And then we have the engine, electric motor, and battery. That's basically the hybrid system. And electric motor use, okay, not much used right now, 2.2 kilowatt. Then go back to the main screen. We have the phone projection, and let's see what it says. Yes, it has the wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, which is a great feature in my book. We have the passenger view. That's where that rear view camera, see, I was showing you that rear view camera. That's where it's pointing to the rear passengers in case the kids are misbehaving. You can see whose fault it was instead of them pointing fingers at each other. Weather, in case it's too hard for you to look outside, you can connect with Kia Connect, and it's going to show you what the weather is. And a setup basically gives you more customization, cluster buttons, display, etc. Now, as far as the cluster, I mean, we've already checked that out. You have the theme selection. You can do circle, simple, link to drive mode. That's basically going to give you, a little bit different hues as far as the color and different modes. And I'm going to show that to you in just a little bit, but let's go back to the main screen. And we have the buttons. As I mentioned, some of the buttons are customizable. So the ones on navigation, the steering wheel mode buttons up and down, and volume tune buttons, all of them can be assigned to different functions. Let's see what else is here. Other than setup, we have valet mode, vehicle diagnostics, maintenance, HD radio data, notification, online manual. And let's move to reverse, and I'm going to show you what the rear view camera looks like. So you have the top-down view and the rear view camera. Take a look at the detail. It's really good quality. It has the trajectory lines, both top-down and the rear trajectory lines, so you can see easily. See, if I turn this vehicle all the way and want it to back out, I'm going to hit that object, that building that's right next to me. So that's important to have that, kind of to give you a visual guidance of where you're going. You also push this button and see where I'm at. I can spin this vehicle around if I wanted to, and then adjust some of the settings for the camera as well. We're going to get out of here and move down to see what's going on here. Now, this is that dual function display that we've seen on many Kias. Right now, it's a setup basically for your climate control. So you can see the temperature. You can adjust here. See the temperature is changing right now. We have the auto climate rear. And then in the middle you have driver on with different fan speeds, etc. Now if I hit this top button right here, it's going to give us the shortcuts for the infotainment system. So home, map, search, seek, track, media, custom button, etc. And then of course this volume power button, the temperature button becomes the volume power button. And then we have the file and tune. Down here at the bottom we have the charging station. Basically this is for charging and data. This is for charging only. We have the wireless charging pad in here, and if you open this up, you have the regular 12-volt power outlet and additional storage for your phone, tablet maybe. We have more big cup holders right here. This is how you change your gears, kind of out of Genesis. This is what we've seen on some Genesis models. We have the electronic parking brake, and then we have the heated ventilated seats. All right, parking sensors, parking camera, and then auto hold and different drive modes, which I promised you I'll show you what they do on display. So let's see. The sport mode gives you that little red hues in here. Smart, kind of greenish one, and eco, even more green. So, okay, well, I'm going to leave it in sport to see if this vehicle has any power or enough power to merge in traffic. But I want to show you that there's more storage space in the back here as well. And if we scroll up here, now this one has the regular mirror. It doesn't have that digital mirror. I believe that's part of the Prestige package. And then we have the moonroof, so you can control both moonroofs from here. Actually, this is a front and this is the rear one, so you can open both of them up if you want the maximum amount of air getting into the cabin. As you can see, this one is open as well. Close them from here. Okay, you can open the rear gate and open the doors on the sides. Now you can turn off the power doors off so people don't play around with it. And then we have the LED lights. In addition, we have the illumination for the mirrors, and the mirrors of course slide it open. They have the regular mirrors here. This is the interior of this 2025 Carnival Hybrid SX trim. Before we take it for a spin, let's talk about pricing. All of the Carnival models are going to be equipped with the same powertrain, so you're still going to get the same gas mileage no matter which trim you choose from. They're all going to handle basically the same. It's just the options and features that are going to be different. The LXS is the base one, starting at $40,500, $42,700 for the EX. We get the roof rails, 19-inch wheels, smart power lift gate, and the passenger view in cabin. Now the SX, which I'm sitting in right now, adds the dual sunroofs, LED fog lamps, panoramic 12.3-inch curved digital display, surround view monitor, blind spot view monitor, auto emergency braking technology, and the side parking sensors, highway driving assist, ventilated front seats, rear parking collision avoidance, digital key, which you can basically use your Android or Apple phone as a key, available dark edition package, and available rear entertainment package. So this is a sweet spot in my opinion as far as the features. Now, if you want it to be fancy, like really fancy, you can go for the SX Prestige, and that starts at 52.6, 19-inch alloy wheels, dark exterior trim accents. Now it has the LED projector headlights. Now this one has the LED reflector headlights and LED taillights, both premium stereo system. We have the heated steering wheel, leather seating trim. So instead of the Syntex, we have leather on the SX Prestige, full display mirror, 11-inch head-up display, and available 7-passenger seating with a VIP lounge seat package, available ambient lighting, and available sound absorbing second row door window glass. This one comes standard with the windshield and the side front windows as far as the sound absorbing ones, but not the rear ones. The SX Prestige has this as available option. So let's take it for a spin, see how quiet it is, how powerful it is. And let's start with the turning radius right here in this empty parking lot. And of course, we're going to turn the steering wheel all the way to the left and make a circle. For 203 inches length, this is actually very nice as far as the turning radius. And as far as the body lean here, let's see what's going on. It's a minivan, all right? And I have it in the sport mode, but don't expect any miracles. We're still going to have some body lean in here. So again, not too crazy. What I find really interesting is how peppy this engine is. It wants to go. It seems like that electric power, the torque is getting delivered right away. So we're at the stop. Let's go. We have some wheel spin, not very loud, and we get it up to about 30 miles per hour. Now we're going to merge into this high-speed road in here. There's a 55 miles per hour limit, so hopefully we're going to be able to get this somewhere in the 50s and see how that accelerates, even though, you know, here it's a minivan. So let's go. Wow, really torquey, really nice. Here we're at 55 miles per hour. That's where we're gonna end here as far as the acceleration, but nice and quiet. Okay, I was afraid that this engine is gonna be really loud, 1.6 liter turbocharged engine, that it's gonna work overtime. But I think it's a very nice balance what they found with this electric motor. That 74 horsepower electric motor that definitely adds to it, taking a load off of this small motor and really going for it. So very pleasantly surprised here. And as far as the drive, you know, we have this big windshield, good visibility, kind of sits almost like an SUV, sits up higher. It doesn't feel like a minivan, although it is. Even though Kia can call it whatever it wants, it still looks like a minivan. It is a minivan to me, but Kia calls it the MPV, multi-purpose vehicle. Very nice. I have to tell you, this vehicle has a total MSRP at about $49,000 with the destination. I think there's only one option, which I'm gonna post in the description of this video, but very pleasantly not surprised. I kind of knew that it was going to be nice, but it's a very pleasant driving experience. It feels good. It looks good. It's going to definitely save you money at the gas pump. Now, the starting MSRP between the non-hybrid Carnival and the hybrid Carnival is about $4,000. Now, SX to SX, let's see what that's going to be. When you look at their website, that could be a little misleading, because if you look at the starting MSRP of the non-hybrid Carnival, it's $4,000 less than the hybrid, but the hybrid starts with the LXS, the non-hybrid starts with the LX. So the actual difference between the non-hybrid and hybrid is $2,000. The SX with the non-hybrid starts at $45,600. The SX hybrid is $47,600. Now let's talk about this. You have the V6 naturally aspirated engine, which, has a little bit more horsepower, a little bit less torque than the hybrid one. But let's talk about gas mileage. The non-hybrid has 21 miles per gallon combined. The hybrid's got 33 miles per gallon combined. So to me, it would be no-brainer, especially now that I've driven it. I see how nice it drives. It has the good acceleration. It's just as comfortable. I wouldn't even think twice but spend the $2,000 more and get the hybrid vehicle. Let me know what you guys think. Which one would you choose and why? Or maybe you'll go for a different minivan. There's only 3 in the market left, and that of course is that Toyota Sienna, which is a hybrid as well, or hybrids only. And then there's a Chrysler Pacifica in this. Which one would you choose and why? I'd love to hear your comments, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things, and if you did, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit that like and subscribe buttons, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.